Yo, happy, blessed, most amazing day to you and all across the world. Listen, this one right here is really heavy because it's like I hear it all the time. I hear it, and let's just go ahead and call this one "Getting Out of the Employee Mindset." Let's dive into that one. Listen, I hear a lot of people who be like, "Man," they complain, right? But this is what I hear. This is what I hear, that they don't have enough hours. There is no work at the job. Like, man, there's no work, And then the most one I hear, like, man, I don't want to get laid off. I don't want to have to go back to unemployment. Like, listen, I know people who have worked over 20 and even 30 years and get laid off. Good workers too. Like, that shit's crazy. I say you hear me say that all the time. Like, you know what I'm saying? And then I have I have friends who are locked up, for the simple fact, okay, we make mistakes in this world, right? Sometimes, they have consequences. You catch felonies. That makes it hard to get a job. I feel that, right? Man, but it's how they were brought up, what they were never taught. You feel me? So now, because what they weren't taught, they're stuck in this cycle, right? So we got two different aspects here. Listen, and I'm praying my boy gets out soon. You know what I'm saying? That and he's always been a like a hustler, like to go get him, to provide for his family. You know what I'm saying? In that sense, to provide for family. You know what I'm saying? And it's like this. Truthfully, I wish he was out so I could tell him and educate him on what I got to know. You know what I'm saying? Me and him about the same age. That's my ride or die dude. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I know him being a wise man. He is wise and talented. Talented. A lot of talented people. I meet a lot of talented people out here, man, and it's crazy. Like, it's people who are talented. The most struggle that they go through is they don't have that capital to finance them. Right? It's a lot. So, for instance, a person that has felonies and can't get a job, like, man, if I teach him what I teach him now, like, if you're able to learn what I teach you now, like I have books that I'll recommend to you. There's Rich Dad Poor Dad, Secrets to the Millionaire Mind. There's Think and Grow Rich. One of my favorites was The Magic Ladder to Success. The 7 Spiritual Laws of Success. Those books right there, man, it'll just help reprogram you from what we were brought up, from how we were brought up, what we were taught, and you'll start to understand, like, believe me, if we had that type of role model at that a good age, to be like, listen, you don't have to do it this way, and you definitely don't have to go down that path. You could do it like this and overcome everything. You know what I'm saying? But we didn't have that. You know what I'm saying? And then, for people that get laid off, like, after a long time, and they struggle to find, because one thing, a wise man, I consider him a wise man, even though he was a co-worker with me. Like, he told me, he's like, look, man, whatever you're going to do, you're on the right path. Just do it, because I tell you, the only thing that works against us is time. It's time, because we don't get that back. And then I start to realize, like, that's right. From everything that I started learning, everything I started to learn and read, it was like, instead of us getting paid for our efforts, we're trading our time instead. Pay attention. Instead of, we're trading our time for money instead of trading our efforts for our money. Because a lot of people in those industries where you're clocking in and out, 9 to 5, you could do all the efforts you want in the world, but you're going to get paid the same amount as the next person. You know what I'm saying? And then it's crazy. I remember I worked at for a good company, right? And worked my ass, busted my ass off. I'm talking about I was a grade A employee. You feel me? There early, stayed late, went above and beyond. They all loved me, and I loved them back. You feel me? Then it's crazy because working my ass off for 2 years, 2 years, and I don't care if you're like, oh, it's the company you're with. Maybe you gotta go look. Nah, and no, because I've been to other companies and I know the structure. Like what I'm saying, pay attention. You know, there's the people that think they know it all. They know enough. Pay attention. You know, work for 2 years and only get 25-cent raise. You can imagine how I felt about that. Then I've been to other companies where you bust your ass off. You bust your ass off for a whole year, maybe 6 months to a whole year, right? And you only get 24 cents for a whole year. You bust your ass off, a good ass company that's stationed almost all over the United States, and then you only get 25 cents. So you're telling me we working hard as hell, and if you're lucky, there's other times where I've been where I earned $1. You know, I earned $1 more. Oh snap! Okay, you know, from what from that structure from I was in before learning anything else. I'm like, yeah, I earned $1. You know, but think about it. You're working so long and so hard to earn $1, 25 cents, 24 cents, like. And then it's crazy because in industries like that, you have to wait till somebody either retires, gets fired, quits, or dies before you're able to be promoted to a supervisor, a manager, or like come on, like that makes no sense. You're working all that hard work, all that effort that you're putting into another company where you have a cap, a limit to your success. I don't care what people say. It's a limit to your success. On a weekly basis, on a monthly basis, on a yearly basis, there's a cap to your success. That makes no sense. You know, and I'll tell you right now, if my boy was out, knowing real recognize real all day, and if I were to show him, educate him, be like, yo, this is the way out. Believe me, those who understand when it's hard to get a job, especially having felonies, when it's hard, when your record is bad, they'll, instead of getting driven in the wrong direction, they're definitely open to truly gaining success in a whole different way that they were never taught being brought up. You know what I'm saying? And it's powerful, man, because believe me, it's like, if you get anything out of this, it's like this is something we were never taught. We had to either hit rock bottom, praying deep for something different, or got sick and tired of being sick and tired, like man. And then you start to see signs. Like, man, you know what? I'm gonna start to listen to people who are actually successful. You know, and it's truth. Like I don't know what to tell you, but books like that, the ones I recommended, they're free at the library for free. Imagine you going and getting those books, reading those books for free, FREE, and you learn something that completely changes your life. That's wild. That's right there. It's powerful. Because now you're in a different direction, and the best thing about that is you can start blessing other people with information. Knowledge is power. So when you start blessing people, one, you start blessing people with information. That's beautiful. The receiving is going to be abundant, right? In return. I'm not saying you'll always look at it like that, but just know that, right? And the second, when you start to bless people with a way out, well, I can tell you, I have a way where you can start. I have a way where you can start, but it's up to you willing to qualify yourself to say, you know what, I'm worth I'm worth making 4 grand a month, 10 grand a month, 20 grand a month. I'm worth it. I deserve it. Right? It's like that. Now imagine when you start changing people's lives that way. Right? They have to, like I tell you, listen, you have to get out of the employee mindset and be your own boss. You have to get out of the employee mindset and be an entrepreneur. Like, that is the only way to truly break out of that vicious cycle that we were thrown into, stuck, and ever taught. You know what I'm saying? Now imagine this. I say this because people be like, you could just go to school and, okay, well, how about this? Pay attention. How about this? How about, say you're earning passive income, you're earning residual income, right? And you don't have to worry about a loan, a student loan. You don't have to worry about that. There you have about 10, 20 grand coming in a month, right? If not more, you know, maybe a little less. I don't know, depending on how you want to rationalize it. But now, just imagine if you had 10 grand coming to you every month, right? And you're like, you know what? I want to go to school. Now, you're not struggling, be like, oh, I have to be at work and then I got to go to school. No, you have all the time freedom in the world to be like, you know what? I could go to school and I get to come home and spend time with my family, you know, and continue pushing the business when I have it. You're self-employed, so you work at your own pace. Works with you. See, when you work at a 9 to 5, you're structured. They take 8 hours out of your life, if not 10 hours, if not 12 hours. Yes, even up to 12 hours out of your life, out of your day, on a daily basis. And then you got to adjust to their schedule instead of your schedule. You feel me? Notice the difference. Know the difference, because there's people that ass backwards, man. It's crazy. Like, I would rather have a lot of money coming in and be like, okay, I got money coming in, my bills are taken care of, my family's taken care of, I'm taken care of. You know, I want to go to school. I want to go to school too. I want to learn. I want to go. Bam. Now I could just go to school and come home, spend time with family, and have that structure build it for you. Like, you get what I'm saying? It's like that. Believe me. But it's your mindset. You have to get to that point, because if you don't, you'll be stuck in that same vicious cycle for the next 20, 30, 40 years of your life. And believe me, I've heard it from elders, wise men. I consider them wise because they have been longer, decades on this earth before I have. You know what I'm saying? I had a good friend of mine tell me, man, kid, I wish I could quit. I wish I could quit and go find me something else. But nobody wants to hire a 50-year-old, a 60-year-old. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's crazy. Pay attention, man. I hope this opens the mind, opens the heart. I hope this really touches like a certain base, man, to spark some type of intuition and passion in you, like to move into action. Move into action, because if you don't move, you're not moving the needle in your life, man. And you won't. Trust me. What you do today impacts what happens tomorrow. Believe me. I've seen it. I've done it. You know. So I just want to, you know, I want to get down like this. I love y'all from all across the world, man. I love to give back on a daily basis like it was a natural conversation, such knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. I love having intellectual conversations. Those are the best, man. When you genuinely connect with humanity, you know. Listen, I love y'all. Please, like, share, subscribe. Help your boy out, man. You know, I hope to see y'all some more coming through. You know, take with you, take it, pass it on, pay it forward, pass it on. You know what I'm saying? I'm one of y'all. Always. Love. Peace.